Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome replay viewers. The date is Monday, September 1st, 2025, Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to everybody. Once again, we are at the Long Island Railroad Speonk station, awaiting the arrival of Montauk to Penn Station Train 6095, operating as a dual mode 12-car set, running all the way to Penn Station today. Andrea, hello to you. Welcome, thank you. Mr. Master 767, hey now, how are you? Here we are at Speonk, and the crowds are building up. Cool day here on the East End. Just about 70 degrees, 71 degrees right now. Jennifer Tischler from Madison, how are you? Great to see you. Welcome to Speonk. This view is looking west at the platform, building up with passengers arriving here to take this train. It will, I'm sure, be crowded based upon the number of people I see here right now. They're still piling in, folks. So let's spin around and look to the east from the direction that the train will be coming. Train is running about 5 minutes late according to Train Time app, which means heavy loading on the East End, on the South Fork stations. Let's get set up here with the correct angle. Okay, this is looking east from the Speonk platform into the Speonk diesel storage yard. There's one small set on the siding, on the north siding over there. Either a backup train for further use on the East End this afternoon, or possibly the one that they take out to Southampton for a later afternoon run back to New York City. Coda Cage here at West Hampton Station is packed. Thank you for that update. I expected that. Gauge, Coda Gauge. Excuse me. Yeah, do you see any backup buses? Usually, sometimes they will have backup coach buses in the event that people can't get on the train. And they'll run coach buses from there to Babylon, where they can switch to the electric train service into Penn Station. Well, if it's packed at West Hampton, just look at this scene here at Speonk, of all places. People are coming in from all directions. Andrea, so you tell me the train chat app now says Southampton? Okay, Southampton means Hampton Bays, West Hampton, then Speonk. Craig, you didn't make it though. Was almost going to make another trip to Speonk for this one. Well, I'll keep you posted. You watch this, because this has to be the largest return trip crowd that I've seen here all summer. I mean, I've seen the platform packed, certainly after the 4th of July holiday, but this is going to top that one for sure. Of course, then comes the situation that we had after the 4th of July holiday, when they really couldn't get anybody here onto train 6095, conductors and agents on board said there's no room. So they made them wait then for the regular Speonk to Babylon run half hour later, and everybody got on a 3-car set to go to Babylon and then catch the electric train into the city. Yeah, well, Cats01, you found me live. Thank you for subscribing for all these years, and greetings to you in New Hampshire. Greetings from Speonk, Long Island, New York, Suffolk County, here at what we call the start of the east end of Long Island, the so-called Hamptons resort area. Dutch, good to see you today, Dutch. Thank you. Mr. JV61, yeah, the overcast skies don't help. Yeah, there are quite a few people here. Moo, let me spin around and show you again. Train at Hampton Bays now, okay. Let me know when it gets to West Hampton. Okay, thanks, Coda, because that's like a 7-minute run from West Hampton to Speonk. That'll give us a good heads up. I looked up the set on train time before I left home. We're supposed to have 520 on point, 512 in trail today. So that's a little different from Friday night's Cannonball heading east. That had 500. So they've obviously swapped engines here, locomotives. Yeah, Friday night had 512 and 500, so today it's 520 and 512. Don't know what kind of horns are on the lead engine, but let's hope he gives it a good blast where he comes in here through the North Phillips Avenue crossing here. Okay, thanks for that update, Moo. Oh, K5LLs. All right, thanks, Dutch. $5.20. Okay. Yeah, this is amazing, the crowd here today. Let me do a time check. Okay, I have 12:56 here at Speonk. Okay, railway experts. Mr. Master 767, Dutch. Why do we have an amber light on the lower signal tower here? We have red over amber. There should not be anything eastbound at slow speed going into the yard now. All the switches are set for westbound to be cleared through. One would think that amber would be red over red. Somebody help me out with that. Restricting? Okay. Mike Wells, hello to you. Thanks for joining, Mike. Here we're at Speonk again for $60.95. Five-car eastbound coming my way. How about that? Who would that be? The regular Babylon to Speonk train arrives here at 12:35. That came in and departed into the yard already. So this must be backup equipment coming in. Oh, a 3022. So no, there was another equipment move. Okay, gotcha. Mr. Master 767 tells us 3022. So that's equipment move. So they're bringing out extra equipment from Jamaica, from the Jamaica area. Yeah, I see Cats 01. Yeah, as long as the red over yellow is up, the westbound ain't coming in. You're absolutely right. Well, thank you for that update. No. They'll bring in this equipment and put it on the siding. Let me see if I can see how the switches are set. It looks like it might go on the south siding of the Speonk yard. $5.18 on the point. Okay, Dutch, thanks. I'm glad we have all our railroad people with us today, because you can give me all of these good details and we can share that with the rest of the viewers. All right, so that says restricted eastbound speed, bringing a train, an equipment move train into the Speonk yard, putting it onto the siding. And the way the switches are set right now, it should go on the south side siding, not into the yard itself, on the north side. But let's see this. This is going to be interesting. Just get a load of the crowd here, folks. Now, Speonk is a 4-car platform, so depending upon how 6095 is already loaded, they usually platform the rear 4 Kawasaki's here at Speonk, but not necessarily all the time. Sometimes they might have to do the middle 4, because that's where they end up with some seats available. This is going to require more than a few cars to get all of these people on. Which means the stations to the east of us have really loaded up the train already. I thought I heard a horn of a train passing through Eastport.
Train to Penn Station will depart in 6 minutes. There are more seats available towards the front of the train. The front? What did it say?
6 minutes, according to the cookbook announcement. But let me tell you, folks, that ain't going to happen. All right, the block looking west, the block is red over red. All right, so that means 6095 is going to have to hold short of the Speonk yard to allow this equipment train to come in eastbound. Cats 01, that's a good point. Yeah, we need a platform pusher. Although there is an usher on duty here today. Looks like it with the safety stripe vest. So, Mr. Master 767, that's right up your alley, right? Or it may be soon in the future. So, Speonk station platform today has an usher who's going to try to see if we can get people onto the train, or whether he has to tell them they have to wait until the Speonk to Babylon shuttle. Yeah, Mike, it did. At the end of the 4th of July week, it was absolutely packed here. And I mentioned a little earlier in the broadcast, they couldn't get anyone on the train here at Speonk. Even though some people got off, there were no seats available. So they held everybody for the around 2 o'clock Speonk to Babylon shuttle. Yeah, I agree with you, Dutch. That's what it was. It may be the same today. Yeah. Well, it's a popular way to travel. If they had more equipment, they could probably run more trains. Summertime. Oh, Mr. Master 767. Sorry to hear that. That would have. Keep after it though, Mr. Master. Hey, there's always next time, right? There's going to be openings like that coming along. For those of you who don't know it, Mr. Master 767 also works for the LIRR, and he had applied for an usher position, platform attendant position. But he'll get it one of these fine days. And he deserves it. Okay, let's see this equipment move. Thanks for the update, Dutch. Train, I don't see a headlight yet, but then I can't see past the people who are on the platform here today. No. If it is coming, it's taking its own sweet time. But that's normal. Okay, here go the gates down at North Phillips Avenue for 3022. Good question, Cats01. The answer, I guess, and again, the railroad people will confirm this, we just don't have enough diesel equipment with this 1998 vintage fleet we have here, in terms of locomotives and in terms of Kawasaki coaches. There just aren't enough, and you can only rob so much from the Oyster Bay line and the Port Jeff line, you know, to make up special trains for the East End traffic, summertime. Yeah, I hear you, Mike. The new equipment. Day late and $1 short, right? I guess that's not due on site until like 2027, 2028, something like that. Yeah, you're right, Dutch. They did the loaners from Maryland commuter rail a couple of years ago. Well, quite a few years ago, I should say, but nobody ever followed up on that again. Okay. So here's more equipment coming east. 518 on point. at this. .506 in trail. All right, and he's going on to the south siding of the Speonk yard. Train left West Hampton, Coda, okay. It is 500 and 512, not 520. All right, so the app had it wrong for when I was looking at it earlier. So that is the set from Friday night. Mr. Master 767, you confirm that? What were the DMs for the Cannonball on Friday? 500 and 512? Yeah, this you're absolutely right, Dutch. This is going to be after this one comes through. This equipment will be moved further east. If not all the way to Montauk, then probably for the Southampton afternoon train. Standing room only. Coda gauge is telling us not everyone got on, so they've sent some people on buses. Okay. Okay, now. .6012 has 508 and 520. Okay. Mumu, yeah, technically yes. The evening train, they call it the Cannonball. It goes to Penn Station, but it doesn't carry the Cannonball logos like the Friday night train does, and it's a much shorter version. It's not the 12-car set that we traditionally know as the Friday evening Cannonball heading east. Aha! Here come the gates down now for North Phillips Avenue. Hi, Grandpa. Mary there. Hi, sweetheart. My granddaughter has joined us in Wisconsin. Just in time, hon, to see the train come barreling into Speonk here. And then we're going to have some fun, because I don't think anyone is going to get on this train.
12:53. Train to Penn Station will depart in 1 minute. There are more seats available towards the front of the train.
Oh, they have to do some seats there, so let's see how they stop. Okay, here he comes rolling in. Love that horn. .500 on point. Yeah, 5L. 12 cars. Miracle of miracles, folks. They got them on. They made some people run forward to the leading cars, and off they go. 6095. Next stop, Jamaica. Express to Jamaica, and then on for the 20-minute run from Jamaica to Penn Station, with a full house today. Packed train for the unofficial end of the summer season here on Long Island's East End. Well, I thank you very much for joining me today, folks. And it's been my pleasure to do this all summer long, mainly Friday night Cannonball and then Sunday afternoon return trip with this train that seems to be the most crowded of all. That's it, folks. Mike. So the drum heads are in storage now. Okay. Okay, Andrea, thank you. Thank you very much. Hopefully we'll see you sooner than that, but let's see how things work out. Thanks, Mr. Master 767. All my good friends here on YouTube who enjoy seeing the action from Speonk and West Hampton. Take care, Dutch. Jennifer, have a good rest of your day. That I will, my dear. I'm going to make a stop, you know where, on the way home. Pay my respects. And then I'll be back at the house in about 45 minutes or so. So you have a good day too. All right. Bye, everybody.